Hey everybody, this is Steel Dad of SteelCityBlitz.com, and I think many of you are already aware in today's modern technological age that Aaron Rodgers has in fact decided to return to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a year. Adam Schefter reporting that, and he also reports that it will be a deal up to about $25 million, which it's about 10 million more than it was last year. And I think when you look at the overall scale of what quarterbacks are paid, it's still not very bad. But we are also talking about a soon to be 43-year-old quarterback as well. I was ready to move on, but I get it. The Steelers want to be competitive. They think they can remain competitive with him at quarterback for this year. They think they have the pieces around him, and they're the people with the money. They're the people that are running the show, and so we'll just put our faith in them and see how this all works out. I guess the question now becomes, what about those other three quarterbacks? And right now, as I sit here on a random Saturday night in May, I think you take Drew Aller and you just kind of set him off to the side and you say, look, they invested a third round pick in him. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be on this roster as the third QB, I do believe, an opening weekend. And so you just go with that. I think then you get down to Mason Rudolph, and Will Howard, and I would be stunned if Mike McCarthy didn't want a veteran backup. Look, Rudy is a known commodity. You know what you get. You know that he's at the very least he's going to be prepared. He's a professional. He understands what's expected of him. We've seen him come up big at times. We've seen him not come up big at times in key games, but you know what you're getting. Whereas Will Howard, really, I mean, you can make the argument he's still a rookie. He spent most of his first year banged up with a hand injury, didn't play at all in the preseason, didn't get any snaps during the regular season, of course, and so I think they'll try to stash him um, more than likely on the practice squad. And I just right now I don't see a huge demand for his services around the league. That of course could change with injuries, things of that nature as well. But I think right now that's the way this thing will shake out. And of course, we always have to understand that things will change. Um, Guys will step up, they won't step up, injuries will happen, and then those decisions can kind of be made by themselves. So we'll have more on the regular show coming up Thursday night at 10 p.m. And go Steelers.